Hello, friends and well-wishers, and welcome back to another episode of A Quarter Ton of Fun. It's our 25th episode. It's your buddy Ryan. Forgot, I can't find my medal. I hope that's not foreshadowing of other bad things happening to me soon. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm so glad you guys are here, and thank you, those of you who have stuck with me for 25 episodes. I don't know how you do it. Other than my wife, you guys have the most staying power of anyone ever dealing with me that I know of. Thanks. Let's not wait around for weekly weigh-in. Let's get right into it, guys. Last week, when I weighed in, I was at 502 pounds, and I was really hoping to break that 500-pound barrier this week, and gotta tell you guys, I didn't just break it, I smashed it. 497.2. Boing. There it is. And I am determined that I am not going to see 500 pounds on that scale again. So I'm going to announce right now that next week we're going to do the Breaking the 500-Pound Barrier special. We are going to have a celebration of the fact that I am below 500 pounds and never going back above. What's that going to include? I don't know. I haven't planned it yet. Tune in to find out. I'm sure it will be okay. It'll be fine. One funny little side note I do want to add here. When I first got up this morning, I weighed in at 499.8 pounds. But I had not relieved myself in the toilet. Where the hell else would you relieve yourself? I mean, a lot of places you could, but hopefully it's all going in the toilet. When I did, afterwards I decided I'm going to weigh myself again because I usually weigh myself after doing that in the morning. Only fair, right? And I was at 497.2. So that means those times when you get on the scale and you're a little worried, it literally could be 2.5 pounds of crap inside of you. Maybe if you're a giant elephant like me and leave piles of dung that scientists would want to examine. So after hearing that, who wouldn't want to interact with me more on social media? You can find me on Instagram at A Quarter Ton of Fun. I like to post a lot of fun stuff there, some of the food I eat, some of the things I do day to day. I also want you guys to post down below. Today we're going to talk about my first experiences going to the gym. Tell me what it was like for you the first time you went to the gym. If you haven't yet gone to the gym, let me know what's holding you back from trying it if it's something you want to do. And as always, subscribe to the channel. When you do, there's that little white button there. Click that, and it's going to give you a notification every Tuesday when I post a new episode. Plus, give me a thumbs up. I like getting those thumbs ups. Give me those thumbs ups. So, as I said, I went to the gym for the first time, and as of this recording, I've been to the gym 3 times. And I enjoyed it. I actually had fun. I actually feel like I got a good workout in a good environment. But before we get to all that, let's go back to how it started. So as I mentioned weeks back when I was starting back to work, which didn't work out, you can check out a previous episode called Back to Work Blues to find out all about that. I was thinking of joining Planet Fitness. Everybody, I think, knows they do the $10 a month thing. And that may not seem like a lot of money to a lot of people, but with only my wife working, that's kind of a big expense to take on every month. We are very much the definition of check to check. So when I didn't successfully go back to work, it was a bitter failure, I decided to put that off. I didn't want to add another expense onto our family while I'm not bringing money in. Well, my sister, who is also looking to lose some weight and get in better shape. Jenny, you guys met her in the 500-pound 5K episode. She decided to join, and she got the membership where she can bring a member with her. Basically as an act of charity to me, and I appreciate, and as my dad used to say, we accept all charity. So thank you, Jenny, very much for doing that. Your kindness knows no bounds, sister. And she invited me to come along with her. So we decided, I think mostly I decided we were going to get up really early. and go because I was nervous, you guys. I didn't know, one, what I was going to be able to do at the gym, because I wasn't sure what equipment I would fit on. I wasn't sure what equipment I could use safely or effectively. And there's always that nervousness of, are people going to be watching you? Are people going to be judging you? Are people going to be mocking you? I grew up as a fat kid who got made fun of a lot, and I would sink into the background a lot of times and not want to be noticed. And I know that sounds kind of weird for someone who does a YouTube channel and puts all this information out there for public consumption, but it's hard in social situations when you're dealing with people's judgment and their looks, and you just don't want to be made fun of. You don't want those bad feelings that are kind of ingrained from childhood coming back up. So I was very nervous. I actually didn't sleep at all the night before we went to the gym. I was just going through all these scenarios in my head of what could go wrong and how it could be bad. And so I picked my sister up, we went to the gym, and just walking in. And I want to apologize right now. I was going to get some pictures and video for you guys. I didn't end up doing that yet. Maybe I can get some video for you for a future episode, and you can see this stud muffin moving. But I was really nervous going in that first day. I just didn't know what to expect. And we got there at, I think we went at 4 a.m. the first day. And we went in, and the place was almost empty. There were a few senior citizens working out. And one thing that put me at ease was I walked in the door and I saw a heavyset person there. And that, not nearly as heavyset as me, but it was a woman who was larger. And that put me immediately at ease. Seeing, older people there working out, seeing a heavier set person. And I know that's kind of someday I'm going to take a class about how to speak effectively and not sound like a raging moron. I know that's Planet Fitness's whole deal, right? Is it's judgment-free zone, no lunkheads, no, this whole thing. It's for everyone, it's inclusive. But it made me feel good to walk in and see that. And my sister and I went. I did a half hour on the treadmill going relatively slow because, to be honest with you guys, I have knee issues for my weight and I feel very unsteady when I was up on that elevated surface. I don't know if that was like a mental thing of worrying I was going to fall off of it or something, but I went pretty slow that day and with no incline. And the next 2 times I've gone, I've increased that and I've increased the incline. And I'm getting a better workout there. And that worked out fine. It was great. I also, that first day, tried a recumbent bike. And that was really tough for me. I think I only was able to do 5 minutes, not going super fast. That was tough. I'll be honest with you. Because of both my weight and how tall I am, even at like the furthest back option on the bike, my knees weren't really comfortable on the pedals. It's hard for me to lift my leg to the higher pedal. Because just because of how big my body is and how heavy my legs are. But I did 5 minutes on it. I haven't tried one of those again. I kind of want to lose a little more weight before I try those. But I did enjoy it the time I was on there. It was fun, and I could tell it was a good workout. And then I tried a lot of the different weight machines that they have, and they have all sorts of them there. They have ones for your shoulders, one for your back, one's for your biceps. And what I've learned is that my back is pretty strong. They have, you can put a peg in for the different weights. And for most of them, I was doing like 45 or 55 pounds and doing like reps of 10 for either 20 or 30 total. For most of them, I was like at 45, 55. Some of them I went a little higher. For my back, I tried it on that and it was way too light. It was like doing nothing. So I don't know if that exercise, you're naturally using more strength. I don't know if my back's preternaturally strong or something. But is preternaturally a word? I think I wanted to say supernaturally. I think preternaturally is a word, but I don't think it means what I think it means. Anyhow, So I put it on 100 for my back, and that worked great. And then I discovered that my shoulders, the machine that works your shoulders, where you're doing like an overhead press kind of deal like this, for your shoulder muscles, are very weak. 55 pounds was too much for me to get that many reps in. I was getting like shaky arm doing it. So I had to put it down to 45 pounds, and then I could do it. So that's definitely something, I wanna work on, and it's kind of cool. You can see where you're at with your strength and what you're able to do, and push yourself to each time. Try to build up a little more, some more reps, a little heavier weight. And I was also able to use the free weights they have there, and I'm only doing the 12.5 ounce barbells, because honestly, I am as big as I am. I the way I would say it is this: I'm pretty strong, like for a few seconds, but I have no stamina with strength. And once I've lifted the heavy weight a few times, I'm done. So to get reps in, and obviously what I'm working on is not so much building strength, it's weight loss and burning calories. Because that's got to come first before anything else for me, is trying to burn calories and lose weight. So I just went through the normal kind of things I do here with my water jugs or my resistance bands, with the free weights. And we worked out for a little over an hour each time that we've been there. And my sister focuses on the cardio kind of stuff. So she's over, we do the treadmills together first, and then she's doing the what do you call the thing where your arms and your legs are moving? What is that thing? A glider? What the hell is that? I'm stopping my whole video because it bothers me that I don't know what it's called. What is that called? Elliptical machine, yes. And then she also does the recumbent bike. So she split the rest of her time on that while I was doing the weights and things. And that first day, I felt like I really got a good workout. I felt I was tired. I was feeling it in my thighs. I was feeling it definitely in my shoulders. In my back. I was feeling a good burn. And each day that we've gone, I felt that way. Now, I haven't exercised myself to the point of, being injured or being too tired to then do anything else for the day. But I've exercised myself to the point where by the time I'm done, I am exhausted. I am sweaty. I am, my muscles are aching a bit, which I think is good. You're feeling it. You're feeling that burn. And I've really enjoyed the environment there. And even a few times we as we've gone, we've gotten later and later, because I have more confidence and I didn't care so much if there were more people there. And I have caught a few glances my way, not snickering, not mocking, but people kind of looking. And I understand that. I am a very big person. And in day-to-day life, even as America has gotten fatter, most people are not 500 pounds plus, which neither am I anymore. But I'm close. Closer to 5 than I am 4. But you don't see a lot of 500-pound people. I'm 6'2". I'm 500 pounds. Big bald head, big head in general. I stand out in a crowd, and I understand that, and I draw attention. But I felt comfortable there. I didn't feel pressure, and I think there's also that pressure of, like, as a guy, you want to go in there, I'm gonna lift the biggest weights, and I'm a big guy, so I have to be lifting weights, and hey, I'll admit it. I'm not the strongest person in the world. I do feel like I'm strong, but like I said, I just have no stamina for that kind of stuff. So I have to build myself up. And I'm hoping, our hope is to go every weekend day when we can, and just because it works for our schedules. And I'm really hoping that as I do that, and I'm still doing my at-home workouts on the off days, I'm hoping that I can get myself to a better place of fitness. So how did I feel afterward? Well, pretty good. Surprisingly enough, there was a time where physical exertion of any kind would kind of wreck me for the day. I would mow my lawn, and that was it. I couldn't do anything for the rest of the day. I was so tired and so exhausted. Now I'm able to go to the gym and then come home and do all sorts of other things in the house, yard work, going shopping, taking care of my son, whatever I need to do. And I actually felt like I have more energy on those days because I think it gets you up, it gets the blood pumping, it gets you feeling good and inspired for the day. The only real negative feeling or side effect that I had was after that first weekend where we went 2 days in a row, my shoulders, which again I think is because they're kind of weak, they felt almost like they were separating from my body because they were very achy. And when I get up from my recliner in the living room, I have to use my arms to kind of push off to help get myself up from it. And when doing that, I felt a really bad ache in both sides, like right around here. So I think that was just my muscles, feeling the exercise. So overall, it was a really good experience. I enjoy Planet Fitness. I look forward to keeping this exercise thing up. And my sister and I becoming sexy AF, baby. All right, so that's it for this week. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know about your first time in the gym, how it compares to mine. And if you haven't gone yet and you want to, what's holding you back? Let me know. I'm interested. Follow me on social media. Subscribe to this channel. Give me the like. Click the little bell. Is there anything else? I think that's about it. Guys, it's easy to hold yourself back from being the best that you can possibly be by worrying about the opinions and actions of others. For the longest time, I've known I should go to the gym. I've known I should work out more. But I was afraid. I let that fear hold me back from doing it because I didn't want to be mocked. I didn't want people looking at me. I didn't want them thinking about how fat I am. But you know what? That's just a prison we create in our own mind. It doesn't matter. The opinions of other people are insignificant. So if someone sees me and they think, oh, he's gross, he's nasty, what's he doing at the gym? That's their problem. I don't care what they think. So if someone says something or I catch them laughing at me or they mock me or something, let it roll off your back. It doesn't matter. Because what I'm doing when I step in those gym doors is I'm putting myself out there and I'm improving myself and I'm trying to get myself to a better place in my life. And that matters a whole lot more than the insignificant opinion of some a-hole. Don't let anyone hold you back from being the best you can be, because that self-confidence to go out there and do what you need to do to improve your life, that is what makes you damn sexy.